Hey, welcome to our YouTube. Hey, welcome to our video about sailboats. Do you like sailboats?
I guess.
I
Do you
guess.
have a choice?
Good question. All right. Anyways, so Maddie's gonna give a tour of the beautiful second wind. We'll start with the outside. Maddie, can you gesture to the front up here?
Over here?
Yeah. No, to that space.
This.
Yeah, in that area down there. All this area. Yeah, that.
This?
Yeah, ask what that is. Do you know what it is?
What the hell is this?
Well, what the hell is that? Well, we'll tell you. That is where all the old through holes were of the head.
Oh.
So
what?
then we glassed it in. There's 3 holes there. Then we're gonna ferret out and then we'll paint it. Everything else is cabasilled, all these craters.
Thanks to me.
Thanks to Maddie. She actually did a lot of this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, basically there's a bunch of little craters left here, and they're not blisters. Little craters from old barnacles. They're pressure washed off and then just slapped a bunch of bottom paint on, so it left all these bumps. But we went ahead and put Cabasill in everyone, smoothed it out, so now it's nice and flush with the rest of the hole. Okay, so back here, we have these 3 holes. These are through holes, so this basically allows water to go in and out of the boat. And they're controlled by these valves. And 2 of these are for the sink, 1 for water to go out, 1 for the water to come in, for fresh water to wash your dishes with the ocean water, and then you rinse it with fresh water, so they don't rust. We got another one for the engine intake. The engine is, essentially cooled by fresh water from the ocean. We got 2 more holes, one here and one on the other side. Those are drains for the cockpit. So when the waves go in the cockpit, that drains out through here. But these all need new valves to allow them to go in or not. And we have this prop here, and it spins, and it's feathered so it goes that way, so it creates no drag. And that will save a ton of speed over probably a couple weeks worth of, if we had it fixed, it would create a ton of drag. And then this just goes that way, no drag. Pretty cool. We got this cool big rudder. It's got to come off because we got to pull this out, do a new shaft. It's got a trim tab to allow adjustment for any weather helm, so that's pretty cool. And that's pretty much the outside of the boat. We'll head on upstairs. You can check out the real crib. Welcome to the cockpit, baby.
God.
It's a wreck.
Why are you grabbing?
I don't know. Okay, it's still rolling. It's still rolling.
This thing's still on.
Rolling.
Okay.
Okay, so this is where
The magic happens.
all the magic happens. This is how you steer the boat. You steer the boat right with this big thing. This is called a tiller. There's no wheel on this boat. This moves the rudder directly right there. That is the rudder. It's tied up to the west side.
Ooh, wow.
But you got some nice teeth that'll get cleaned up eventually one day. This is where I control the mainsail. So this is on a traveler. Lift these up. And that's how you adjust that. And you move that side to side. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it like that, but maybe. We did some work in here. This is now an airtight locker, and yeah, completely watertight. So any leak from these propane tanks will be vented out of the boat and not into the boat. So that way you don't have any propane sinking down in the bottom of the bilge and exploding and dying out in the middle of the ocean. It wouldn't be a good thing. So this is all linked up and vented out. Pretty cool. I know where Maddie's standing.
Excuse me?
We have another cockpit locker. Not much happened in there. We cleaned it all out. Used to be an old fridge compressor in there, but we're gonna sand it out or clean it up and paint it nice and fresh. Yeah, we'll figure out something. We're not gonna show you that one because that one's a wreck.
Uh-oh.
Should we continue at the outside of the boat? Yeah. this is the doorway vents. I'm planning on definitely leaving vents on the boat. I think ventilation is really important. I don't want a ton of mold growing everywhere while I'm out there and dying from mold poisoning. I'd rather die from waves.
Yeah, dude.
But anyways, yeah, these are actually really cool. So, you know, air can come in and out, and it's like an S-turn in, so water doesn't go just like flooding in if a big wave hits it. But it does have some concern because it can get in there some. So a lot of people are taking them out if their boat was vented for this race, but I think it's a good idea to have them on. You can always pop them off and then close them up during really crazy weather. So I think it's silly not to have them. Here we're gonna do a new hard dodger. We're in the middle of designing one right now. It's gonna keep the cockpit nice and dry, and we're gonna have solar panels mounted, flexible ones mounted on the dodger itself, on the top. And we're also gonna create a ridge around the top of it, so that way it catches rainwater in a spout underneath it, piped in, so I can catch rainwater right from the dodger, stay dry while doing it, and I don't have to worry about salt water on the deck and any of that stuff. I get fresh rainwater right on top of the roof.
What's this?
This is a sink. This is oven roasted turkey breast from Green Rise.
Oh, good.
I don't think I've ever bought that, so I don't know where that even came from.
Sketchy.
I don't eat turkey breast really. Deli meat. I'm not a deli meat guy really. Thank God, because that's not allowed in the race.
Oh.
That would go bad pretty quick. That's kind of it up here. That's anything exciting. The mast isn't up, obviously, and the sails and all that, just because it's down and in the way, and we're tweaking a lot of that. So this is the kitchen sink. We'll go back in. We'll show you where that came from.
Everything but the kitchen sink.
Yeah, we'll show you about it. So this is the boat. This is inside of Second Wind. I'll start right here with the galley. The galley is, you know, the kitchen area on a boat. Right here we have a pretty sweet old school shipmate. It's got oven and stove, and it's on a gimbal. And the gimbal caught a lot of people's attention when I posted a video the other day. And that's essentially because the sailboats, when they're sailing, they go sideways. So it's gonna be like that. But if you're trying to cook stuff, when you're like that, it's nice to have this swing with the equilibrium, so that way everything stays flat.
Rock it like a baby.
So these things clip on like this. Put these on right here to hold your thing in place.
What are you making?
And then it stays like that. It's pretty cool. There'll be a lot of Spam on the boat. A lot of Spam asubi. Here's where the kitchen sink was and will be. Again, we had to rip out the water heater. Can you see in there all that mess? So that's all getting cleaned out. That's where the through holes are for the sink and for the engine intake. That's where the water heater was. And we're ripping out all these hoses. We're replumbing everything and rewiring everything. So every single hose and every single wire is going to be off this boat eventually. But you got a lot of storage everywhere. People aren't familiar with boats. There's good ones that are really designed like this with really good storage options. You know, pretty standard. Pretty cool. Lots of drawers. Storage. You know, storage. Everything is storage. You got a little trash can right here. That's pretty cool. So, this is where the chart table is. This whole thing, pull this pin and another pin over there. This puppy flips all the way out and I get a full-size chart. So, that's how I'm going to plot where the heck I am all the time. I use a sextant. There's no GPS and, you know, fancy chart plotters, which is nice because they're expensive and I have no money. You can sponsor me if you like. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. This is where the fridge is. I'm not gonna open it because there's stuff everywhere, but this is where a fridge will be eventually. It pops open. You get it. It opens from the top. This is a wet locker, so I could, whenever I'm soaking wet, I don't have to trudge all the way through the cabin, get everything else all wet. I can take off my jacket, my rain gear, hang it right on this hook, and let the, you know, rainwater fall right in there, and our salt go down to the bilge. I'm rambling. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways.
We're losing viewers.
Come on down. Come on down. Come on down to the level. Did you get the nice carpet? That's a nice touch, huh?
Look at that.
Okay.
Another one over there. Do those come with the boat?
Yeah.
Wow. That's the best thing I've
This is
seen
pretty
yet.
cool. This is how you get to the engine. You just move these stairs.
Hello.
And
Big mama.
Yeah, it's a big mama. Needs some love. The fridge used to run off the engine, so I took that off, and this mounting plate is going to come off. That way I can get easier access to everything on the engine. It's going to be cleaned up, painted, nice and white, so I can, any light gets reflected a little bit better. And otherwise the engine does run. It needs a new fuel line. That's it. Fancy little compartment. Keep some random stuff in. Pretty cool. Coming forward, this is all going to become storage on this side. This is going to be my bunk I'm going to sleep on. So everything you see is storage ability. So everything, there's shelves in here. You keep a lot of food because you need 9 months worth of food on here. I've removed all of these things off the side, all this trim. Doesn't really serve any purpose, so it's all going to come off. That way I can have quick, immediate access to where the chain plates are. And the chain plates are basically...
What are those?
Yeah, chain plates are mounted to the hull of the boat and with bolts. And the chain plates are what hold up the mast, essentially. There's a bunch of wires that attach to the chain plate, and those metal wires hold the mast up, which just allows me to sail. So it's pretty important that if anything happens that I have quick access to them. I guess it wouldn't be that bad to remove them in a pinch, but it's just more weight and it can come off. So, but otherwise, yeah, more storage. This bed slides out to be a bigger bed.
Wow.
So you got a lot of more room, and that one does too, but don't need 2 beds when it's just me. There's also storage down under the bed. And you can access that multiple ways. There or through that. Moving forward, same thing over here. This is an extra water tank. Otherwise, there's storage on the sides. Alright, right here you have where the mast goes through. It goes right through the boat. It's not deck stepped. Instead, it's keel stepped. So it goes all the way down. There's going to be a big metal pole here when I'm sailing. It goes down onto that plate down there. And that get fastens together there.
What's that?
This is a heater. It's pretty old fashioned. It's pretty cool. Kind of load up some charcoal or wood. It burns like that. It doesn't burn off any fuel. I probably won't bring a lot because it's weight, but I'm sure it'll be nice to have inside an ocean on cold days. Dry out the boat quick. This thing, I'm sure, cranks out a ton of heat really fast. But there was a bad leak here from where this went through the boat. And all this coring right here rotted.
Ooh.
In between the fiberglass layers.
Moldy.
Yeah, a little moldy probably, but we got all of it out, and now we're just going to be drilling holes here and syringing thickened epoxy, and that's going to soak up any extra moisture and add a lot of strength to this area, which is pretty important because the mast goes right next to it. So we need to make sure that's strong. Otherwise, there's handholds all over the boat. We got these cool windows that are really strong, really old school, and really good. Yeah, I like them a lot. They're pretty sweet.
Good bones.
Yeah, good. Boat's got good bones. Got a cool barometer, a clock, a bunch of oil lamps.
Cute.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil lamps around. All right, coming forward, you got the head. This door just opens here. I don't have the light on right now. Sorry, it's kind of dark. But the toilet is going to go right there. I had a real toilet, but we're going to do a compost toilet, so we ripped it out. And we're still ripping out a few other things. we're gonna make this all shelves. There's not gonna be a sink here anymore. I already plugged the holes for him, but this is all gonna be storage. We're taking that out, so you're just gonna have the shitter. And you wash your hands forward or back, aft in the galley. And you got another wet locker here, so you can hang other stuff here. Another storage area, storage back there. You have access back here as well for life jackets or what have you. Anything extra back there. You got a lot of cool drawers. That's pretty nice. Keep clothes or whatever. Then come forward. There's a lot of cool things about little details that are like really well thought out about the GaleForce. You got these little fold-up steps to get up into here easier. This is like a big bed, so this can fold out to be. You put a plank of wood there, and then it becomes a huge bed. Pretty cozy, but not necessary for me during the race because I'm going to be sleeping there. And there's a lot more motion forward in the boat, so I'd rather have a smaller space that's less rocky. And yeah, so there's going to be just sails here, all sails and extra stuff. And everything underneath is also storage. There's multiple ways to get to it, either through here or here, or straight from the top. Forward, that's where the chain and rope is for your anchor. You can kind of see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back here, yeah. So that is going to be closed off where that piece is. We're going to take that out and make it a complete watertight bulkhead. It's called a crash bulkhead. So in case anything I hit out at sea at night or something I don't see, or any strange object floating, if I hit it from the front and it cracks or makes a big hole in the front, it's sealed off, and I can make sure it's sealed off so any water ingress stops there and doesn't sink the boat. Because I'm most likely to hit something in the front of the boat that does the most damage. So that's the idea behind that. We haven't gotten to it, but it will be done. Otherwise, you got some cool trinkets on the boat. Show you how far over you're heeling. That'll show you. I don't know. Kind of cool. Little birdie hooks.
Oh,
It's cute.
Sunroof.
Sunroof action.
Moonroof, whatever you want.
Yeah. What else?
It's hot in here.
It is hot in here, sorry. Trying to think of what else. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to do a live stream probably right after I post this or the next day. So think about it. Whatever you think. I'd love to answer any questions you guys have. And yeah, thanks for watching the little boat tour.
Bye.
See ya.